Hello and welcome back to Speed Gaming for the Metroid Prime Randomizer Tournament. This is going to be our final race of round 2, so this is the last of random elevators you'll see for a little while. Don't worry, they get crazier next week. We got roboscout versus DCR today. This is going to be a race, and I have Sports Shore today. Say hello. And shoutouts to Pierre and Op for tracking.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, so this is our last race of the even weekly preset. We have a random start, some random starting items, and random elevators. Next week we will be having door lock randomizer, which is going to be very chaotic. But don't count out this race just yet. This one's got some wacky RAs for today.
Oh yeah, let's talk about those, huh?
Yeah, so we got... So instead of having PB expansions in the pool, they've all been removed, and it has instead been opted for 2 main PBs are in the sea. So
yeah, while it still only considers 1 logically, it just means the moment you find any form of power bombs, boom, you have 4.
And then we also have scan visor and charge beam both starting shuffled, which is
scary.
Yeah.
Well, like roboscout said in the race time room, before this race starts, I would like to issue an apology to the A button on my controller.
Yeah, just wait until
we're in Fen.
Fen start. Ooh.
Again.
Plasma?
Well, okay, the lack of charge beam isn't as bad. Oh, it's shorelines. Well, we're getting some items immediately. Spaceship. Well.
Okay.
Alright, we're already doing stuff. So this is straight to Dyceron's east here.
Oh.
DCR will eventually remember that he doesn't have morph.
And there it is. Baby seed indeed. Plasma start. What even is this?
Yeah, this is probably the nicest start we've seen so far.
Hey, at least it's not a wave start.
Morph ball.
Alright. Morph. Chozo Ice Temple. Dyceron's west. Yes.
Now Chozo Ice Temple is fully available. Imagine it's like bombs in Chozo Ice Temple to get Vanilla Wave.
Perhaps. And
honestly, I'd rather it be bombs in Chozo Ice Temple with Ice Beam. And you have to hunt around for wave for a while. Missiles. Yeah, roboscout going straight for Chozo Ice Temple. DCR instead going to Ice Ruins west and...
I don't know, if DCR gets bombs in Ice Ruins west. Nope, never mind.
Oh, well, we did just say this was a possibility.
No missiles to open the thing, though.
Oh, so they can't check it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wonder if roboscout knows the bomb jump to get up Ice Ruins east. Also, DCR's about dead.
Okay. Dying is bad. There you go. Yeah, why do those guys have such bad knockback? And
launcher makes sense. We were gonna need missiles or wave very soon.
So with the bombs, we still have to have various suits. So this Magmor's right behind us. So I think
might not be random elevators.
That's right. Apologies.
That looks like a beam.
I just finished a door rando seed with vanilla elevators, so I'm kind of...
Well, I mean, after this race, we can forget about vanilla. After this race, we can forget about random elevators for a little while. That looked like a beam? Oh, wait, that looks like a suit.
That's a suit. Is that Graph? No,
oh, it might be Magmor behind us.
Nice. Yep. See, guys, I know what I'm doing.
before we get to throwing the curveball, and it's just main plaza anyway.
Okay, so chapels, they're less checked and finish on them before they have to check the elevator. At that point, it might just be wave. Who knows?
If it's wave, you get left with a decision.
So, honestly, it seems that DCR is making up some footing ahead of roboscout because of the roboscout having to back out of Chozoi's temple without having missiles. So DCR can get all this in one trip.
Yeah, so I had to do a second trip, and as you can see, the only difference behind them is that one climb. They need scan to check the elevator? No, they can open the map and see what the room is, and when scan visor is shuffled, the elevators are automatically active. Also, DCR, please do not commit die.
Yeah, that works for every elevator, by the way, even like the ones in labs. If you come in from backwards, since there's no scan point, that hologram automatically activates. So DCR is still at low health.
I didn't look at that lighthouse. Was that an artifact?
Did either of them actually look at it? I didn't see it either. Okay, clean chapel tunnel. Oh, that was indeed something in there. I couldn't quite catch it.
I will pull up the full restream and get a good look when roboscout takes a look at it.
I think that was a suit. It wasn't glowing orange, so it was important.
Let's see if I get a good view here. Not in our feed, so let's see on restream.
Oh, actually, that might just be a missile. That
might be a missile.
Okay, yeah, second look.
Yeah, they'll have reverse holograms for control tower. Going forward, they will not. I know this because I have soft locked in control tower before with no scan visor. Oh, it's Lava Lake. Okay. Good thing DCR has a save station here.
Yeah, he kind of needs it.
No missiles.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, drop systems being kind.
Okay, well, it seems that they've caught up to each other anyways.
And DCR then ignores the save station.
Saving loses time. Speedrunner mentality.
Dying will lose more.
Okay. I mean, yeah, both of these players are very...
Well, they're very good, but Magmore also is very well known for lol randomly die.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of unfortunate Magmore deaths just this round. Magmore Cavern, more like Missile Cavern. That's all we've gotten. What'd you miss in the first 8 minutes? Starting Plaza Beam, the Magmore starter kit. Nothing too crazy. It was all in early fun.
Missile again, nice.
Yeah, Shoreline start. And Shoreline's area literally just had all of this.
Yeah. DCR tried to get an instant unmorph there, but couldn't get it. Yeah, that.
I struggle to get an instant unmorph there. It's actually
Can you
a
even
more...
get one there?
I think you can. I think I've gotten one there before, and I'm just actually really mad when I get it because I'm instantly remorphed. Scan visor is shuffle.
It's shuffled, but I guess you could have a seed that logically doesn't require it. You could,
That would suck for artifacts, though.
you could have it in like Storage Depot A. That logically needs scan visor. The hardest part would be is that you could not read hints at all.
Yep, no artifact hints, which would be awful. I'd hate going without hints. Have we seen a non-missile yet?
Nope. Once again, looks like Magmore is just a transit hub.
Which is extremely common, even in normal seeds it's common, but even more so in door rando because, not door rando, random elevators.
Nice.
Door rando, ooh, reflecting pool. That is currently a one-way trip?
No, it's not. We have space jump to get back up from the reflecting pool.
Yeah. Actually, with our loadout, I actually don't think we can even leave that.
No, the save station is not ice locked. It's the far side that is. So we could get antechamber, or at least peek antechamber there. Get to Chozo from there.
More missiles. Uh-oh.
Yikes.
And
Wow.
missiles.
I didn't see shore tunnel, but that looks like everything was just a missile in here. Awesome.
You would have think they would have gotten one E-tank out of all of us.
Don't get hit by that Magmore. That guy hurts.
He'll smack you for like half of the health he's got left. Oh, you have to go to reflecting pool.
Where did that save station go? Or where did that elevator go?
Great Tree Hall lower.
Okay, nice. That's actually hard ice. No!
Oh, and he hasn't saved.
He didn't save! Okay, well that puts roboscout in quite a big lead.
Yeah, like he knows where everything is, but
The hubris.
yeah. Yeah, Magmore decided to, it's like, Magmore wanted a hug. Yep.
Sure. Shore tunnel is also a missile. Wow.
Yeah, like, everything's a missile. Like, this isn't the worst death for DCR, because since he knows where everything is, he's gonna get most of it back real quickly, and he only has to go as far as Monitor Station, because he knows Magmore is literally all missiles. And Twin Fire does nothing right now.
So hopefully roboscout doesn't die here as well.
Well, Roboscout has entire plans of killing the Magmore and taking the health, which I agree with.
Shoutouts to playing it safe. Okay.
He's like, oh right, I can't take that. And I
We
don't
can't even-
think the room is reloaded.
Nope.
Yeah, so the Magmore's still gone.
So from reflecting pool, we could see a vanilla ice. That would be funny.
I feel like it almost has to be.
No, we can still take. We have power beams. We can get through Hall of the Elders. Although, you know what might be funny is that I wonder if they'll get tripped up by Hall of the Elders force field. Because, logically, I mean, you can still go through there. You can take the morph tunnel out.
Without Ice Beam, you have to take the Morph Tunnel out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even then, isn't it a Wave Door in Crossway? Or is it a Power Beam Door on the that side?
Is it? I think it's a wave door one way.
I know coming into the room is a Wave Door, but I don't remember if it's a Wave exit or a Power Beam exit.
I believe
if it's
that's
wave
a Power Beam exit.
Yeah. Wave one way? Okay, yeah. Then they can just go through into leaving. Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, so they got some stuff to do. They have like all the access to Chozo.
Yep. Next progression possibly on Zoid. Don't worry, we don't have to worry about one-way doors next week with Door Rando. At least with that, every door is two-way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, CR is finished with. Or he still hasn't gotten bombs yet, but still
he
making his way.
He did get bombs already.
Okay. Still making his way downtown.
Yep. So now he's just heading back to Magbor. So he didn't lose too much, just the distance from Lava Lake to Monitor Station.
Nice. And roboscout remembers. I've seen some players get tripped up on that, not recognizing that you can just take the morph slot that takes you in there out as well.
It's gonna be interesting if Crossway has an item because it's not in logic yet, but that'd make things interesting. Oh, right.
Yay, 100 power beam shots, folks.
Yep. Takes 100 shots to kill him. Well, that's what happens when you don't have a charge beam.
Yep. Charge shuffle, folks. Very funny.
Yes, Burrell. They shuffled charge. They also shuffled Scan Visor.
Yep.
And there's two main PBs instead of a main PB and expansions.
There's the one. That is logically locked by supers and boost.
I would not be surprised if that's the one that's the extra placement, not logical.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, getting that first try. There's a second method of doing it for coming up from above, but I don't quite get the timing for that.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle charge, no.
No. Charge beam doors in their entirety are actually disabled in the standard preset.
Yeah, there won't be charge beam doors.
You have to RA charge doors.
And the only people who are going to do that are going to be those who RA shuffle charge beam, probably.
Alright, Ice Spreader. We like to see that.
Well, Baja, keep in mind they have two mains. Only one of them's actual logical. That could be the not logical one.
Miguel, if we get paired next week, we'll shuffle charge.
I have a really fun set of RAs for whoever I get paired with.
Get ready for them to deny all of them.
Depends on who I get. Well, a lot of it's just more quality stuff, like adding stuff to expansions. But I want random beam. I want a random beam start, and of course my spring ball.
All right, Zoid time.
All right, so not too far behind each other, but you can tell there's a slight bit of a lead due to the death. Oh, it's E. We now
First beam of
feel
the day.
infinitely safer now.
Both racers didn't compile the cutscenes. Cringe.
Yeah, it's like I like combining them.
This is pretty bad Zoid, honestly. Actually, you know what? That's not that bad.
Supers.
Who knows? The crossway power bump might actually be unlocked.
Oh, I see why. DCR was going up to the switch and then realized, wait, I don't have ice speed to open the door. I feel like Miguel is slightly triggered by the supers on Zoid. Could be just me though.
Flashbacks.
Never skipping Zoid anymore in this tournament. If only we could use them. We will eventually.
I mean, it's kind of good to find supers because that might indicate that you actually are going to need them soon, and will get charge beam as a result. But there is, of course, always the chance that the time between you finding supers and charge is so great that you forget that you have supers. Shoutouts to forgetting supers. And you need to scan the points. Roboscout.
I think he was picking the item first, but like he has access to lower dynamo, so like
just going straight for it, not peeking it. I respect.
Oh, that's really big here. You don't have to.
No scan. That's right. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for reminding me. We can't get watery hull because we don't have scan visor.
All right, no scan visor.
That's definitely not going to trip me up any later. So that means we can't even get to Flogger either.
At least not logically.
But who wants to do Flogger out of logic?
With Spider Ball, it's actually tempting.
Yeah.
Well, I say that, but then we'd have to fire 300 shots at those ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Grapple beam. We gonna see the trick?
Grapple? Oh yeah, it's grapple. Nice.
We're gonna see it.
What would you do for a grapple beam? I would do Rune Fountain for a grapple beam.
Yeah, I think you just go straight to Magma Pool here.
Yep. No wave though. So.
Which is a little unfortunate, but is the bomb jump over to Flogger Gate not beginner?
I'm pretty sure that is intermediate.
I think it's intermediate.
That jump is kind of difficult. Magma Pool is not anything, unfortunate.
That does tell you that Flogger is logically required, so there could be something there, but...
Well, we don't know if that grapple is required, so...
True.
At least not yet. Yo, we're getting a tree peak. Let's go.
It looked like a nothing. Missiles.
Ice beam.
Ooh! Wait, this is gonna be a wave beam hunt.
Beam go mode.
Those feel very nice. They're not going to matter for door rando next week. It's like, it doesn't matter what beams you have. You could be stopped at any point, even by a flamethrower. PPC. Oh. And that's available.
Don't follow that just yet.
I
please.
would not follow that yet. It's like, what? 2 checks right now?
No, like 5.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because you can go as far as...
we have all of Ruined Shrine and Gallery and Totem.
No, I'm talking about the mine side.
Alright, mine side?
Yeah, PPC, Vent Shaft, Central Dynamo. Okay, no, you only have 3 checks. But wave on Central Dynamo is possible. Oh! The terrain on the ground just rolled him into it. That's hilarious.
There it is. Okay.
Hey! We had predicted in the call before this that we were going to see Scan Visor long before Charge Beam.
Watery Hall, I don't think was anything. I think it was missing.
We'll know for sure if we see him head back in that direction.
Roboscout's probably going to head back towards Dynamo anyways.
Yeah, we're getting this first though, as well as the Sun Tower elevator.
Oh? Oh, Dyceron is going to go fight Flogger out of logic anyways. Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, it's a gutsy play, but like I kind of like it.
I guess, yeah, the grapple beam in Ruin Fountain does make you want to...
Well, DCR hasn't seen that yet.
But he hasn't even seen it yet.
One thing that does worry me though is you're firing 300 pellets for those ghosts. Unless Thugger has Charge Beam, and then this becomes the funniest thing ever.
I mean, regardless of where Charge is, it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that they solely shuffle Charge.
You know what I'd love to see is in the end credits, and they never get Charge Beam. In the end credits, it says Charge Beam and PCA.
That definitely won't happen.
It won't, but that'd be the greatest thing ever.
Yep.
Well, he got an E-Tank for his troubles. We're pretty comfy on E-Tanks for the seed.
Yeah, that's the reason why I think I was like talking to
Great
Reggie
Tree Upper
about this. The cutscenes in Prime 1 like work different than Prime 2, so they're like just harder to make skippable. That's kind of like what I got from it.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
So I feel like I would have taken the Great Tree Hall Upper elevator here because Great Tree Chambers, potentially something. It's the only thing you can logically do. I'd assume this is a play on Watery Hall.
Man. Oh, yo, DCR just baited Flagra to dive to the wrong side. That's actually awesome. I've never seen that before. And
Couldn't quite tell what that was. I am certain it's not a missile.
that it's a missile.
Oh. We hoped for a moment. Alright, here we go. 300 pellets for ghosts.
Charge in Sun Chamber is a thing. Possible. Probable? Probably not. Oh. Oh, okay. That's what that was. Wow.
Vanilla charged me.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Nice. Very nice. I think that was a nothing.
Okay. Well,
And a nothing.
well, now this is probably not looking like a good play for DCR.
And if Ghost is something, it doesn't really matter because I wouldn't be surprised if roboscout does make the vlogger play here now. You know, Charge Beam wasn't really cursed, but it was a great spot.
Like I said, it would have been funny anyway if we found it. Well, DCR seems to have quite the thumb on him, so he's making quick work of these ghosts, slowly but surely.
It's that practice playing Dread and fighting Ravenbeak over and over. Right?
And we'll get you good at it. Too bad we strictly banned Turbo for this tournament in any sort of capacity.
Yeah. Alright. I like this play from roboscout.
We need your real fun play here.
I wouldn't say it's worth it.
No, not worth it in any capacity. I would not do some chamber for an E-tank.
Nope. Oh, yeah, I like this here.
Do it eventually.
Well, with what he's got, he can go all the way to MQB.
Yeah, still needs X-ray for LP.
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping he'd do it. All the nothings.
So going through this loop backwards, based. Let's go. Okay, so I don't think anything actually of importance was here on this loop. So yeah,
Nice job on
DCRs
roboscout skipping the fight trigger.
Nice. Oh, we did it? Let's go.
Yep.
I need to practice that for my next race. Open shaft. Something?
It's not missiles, but I don't know if it's anything
No, it's
important.
an E-tank. Saw it on the replay.
Yeah. I was about to say, is that E or boost? Looks like E. Wait.
Dude, boost ball in vent shaft is the worst.
It's also hilarious. I mean, boost past this period is, like, annoying. No, it's an E-tank. Cool. Makes sense to get it. Only one suit. If I had all my suits, 3, 4 would be my comfortable spot.
Yeah, DCR, please get Ice Beam. It's in main plaza. Nice R jump down in Omega Research. Here we go.
Alright, has plasma, so...
Yep.
Good thing you have charge beam. Imagine how much cloak drone would suck here.
Drone,
I mean, at that point, you would probably try to time a power bomb. Because PvPs do one-shot this guy.
DCR finds the scan visor, and Maze is dead.
Yep.
Now remember, you don't have to do the maze. You don't
So
have to
do it
do the
anyway,
maze.
for
You don't
our
have to do the
entertainment.
maze. crash risk has been fixed. You don't need to do the maze. I just want everyone to know, for future reference, you don't need to do the maze. Also, this is a bad maze.
This is an awful maze.
That is a 4-quadrant maze.
That was almost maximum. No, it's not 15 square. More like possibly almost triple it. Alright, no wave. Can't go further.
We could get out of vent shaft with a really
No,
cool,
right,
actually,
they
scan
can't.
dash, unless that updates the layers there.
Oh, right, they can't leave this room without killing Cloak Drone and getting the maze. Without wave.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they had to do the maze to escape. There's not much locking where wave could be, though. Great Tree
Lighthouse?
Hall.
Did they ever do Lighthouse?
We're gonna see it here. If it, is
Hall of the
anything.
Elders. It's also a thing. Oh, definitely
is
wants what's in
It is
Lighthouse.
indeed an artifact.
Okay. So we have actually both Hall of the Elders and Elder Chamber in play as well.
Yep.
Um,
DCR likely gets it on the way back.
and yeah, you can put off that artifact for a while. It's right at your warp to start, so it's not the worst. We could also take Great Tree Hall lower, although we don't have.
Did
boost.
he not check the other Ice Ruins East item earlier? I guess
Didn't
not.
have Spider.
Well, you can still peeked it. And DCR did its missiles.
Is it okay? Right, DCR is also going to happen upon our vanilla charge beam.
So I'm thinking about this. It has to be Hall of the Elders, Elder Chamber, or Great Tree Chamber.
I don't think it could be Great Tree Chamber because we found the lower elevator.
We found both of them.
Where was the other one? Where was upper?
Sun Tower.
Oh, okay. Cool. I honestly I like to place the bet on the Great Tree Chamber.
Yeah. I'm thinking Great Tree Chamber. I mean, it could just easily be Hall of Elders or Elder Chamber. We'll find out in a moment because we're going to see both of them.
Oh, you know what? Did anyone peek Anti Chamber? I think they did.
I don't know, actually.
It'd be crazy not to.
And I think if they had, I feel like one of them would be rushing it.
Okay, it was a missile. Cool. Okay.
Okay. DCR 100% heading towards Hall of the Elders. And then once this race concludes, we'll know what the pairings for next week are.
Yes, that should happen pretty fast.
It'll be
Assuming
within seconds as soon as someone reports it to the challenge. Not like I already have it open or anything.
Okay, so DCR is heading back to Hall of the Elders. Cool. I agree with this from here.
From this position, I agree with that.
If it's not here, then it has to be Great
Oh,
Tree.
plus we have another we have another elevator with an ice beam.
Oh yeah, yeah we do have.
So it
that
could
part
just be
there.
off somewhere else. Oh, they're both about to converge right here. Oh my gosh.
Cool.
The only difference is an artifact, but it's an artifact at start location, so not a big deal.
Yo, nice snipe on that bomb slap.
Oh, it would have been great if it hit.
I
though.
thought he had it.
I thought he had it. That would have been amazing. Rooting for DCR so you don't have to face the current first place. Look, there. I am worried about everyone next week. I just know with Door Rando, I'm just trying to
nice
not
frame
face
one bomb.
Cosmo. Nice bomb.
Why was it over there? That's weird. Interesting. Yo, X-ray. Great tree chamber?
Omega.
Yo, another
Pirates and
frame
Logic.
perfect bomb.
Omega Pirates and Logic. As soon as we get wave. As soon as we get wave, Omega Pirates and Logic. Oh my gosh. We need wave. But we're gonna find wave eventually anyway.
Nothing will be on open.
Roboscout remembering, check ice first.
Have to reload the room if you open Elder Chamber. And actually, I don't think you have to fight the ghost again. Yeah, I think there's a cooldown for this room.
The ghost
also,
only
they haven't done the wave slot, so. Wow. Okay. Both
Hall of
visors.
the Elders, more like Hall of the Visors.
Wow, that is interesting. And yep, you have to do the UV.
Oh yeah. Roboscout doesn't have to.
Ooh, depending on how fast DCR gets this. That might put Roboscout in the lead. Okay, never mind.
Not long, not long.
I need to
learn that. As it stands, I can only do it with Spring Ball. That's because it's just a double bomb jump off of Spring Ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cannot say that I've ever seen that happen before.
No, that's a new one. Alright. So, is it gonna be Great Tree Chamber, or is this a good elevator?
It's a bad elevator.
It's Great Tree Chamber! But it's not... Yeah, it's Great Tree. Alright, well, we know the lore. We know where we must go. And I believe Great Tree Chamber was... yes, Sun Tower.
Would be faster just to... Although... Where does DCR...
I think DCR is thinking reverse ball, bar skip.
That is true.
According to some, apparently it's easier reverse than forward. Have they found an artifact temple yet? No.
No, we have Great Tree Chamber, or both Great Tree Hall elevators are found. But
Now, once gravity's found, we can take that and go to artifact temple. Oh, what if it is gravity suit in Great Tree Chamber? Well, no. Well, yeah, that'd
be cool, actually.
Logically, that'd be awful because then you'd be expected to circle all the way around back through Chozo.
Oh, that's right. We have
fire bombs now.
Fire bombs.
They're not in logic yet, though. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we still need boosts.
Yeah, we still need boosts for the one we found at the end logic. Nice dash across Fiery Shores. And this time, he can't be killed by the Magmor.
Climbing Crossway is not in logic. That is a bunch of, I believe, intermediate standables. I could not tell you precisely, but I know that's out of logic. It logically or wants you to do the puzzle, which involves supering a door, or supering that one sign on the wall to scan.
So they're gonna converge around the same time here, depending on how long it takes DCR to get reverse bar.
Shouldn't be hard. I would think that DCR knows how to do it. I have done this a few times, yeah.
Nice.
Second try, not as bad. I would be willing to say that is easier. The hardest part
that did look easier than but it looks easier than forward, but yeah, unlike forward, it is more punishing to fall.
There is Ooh, boost ball. Okay.
Oh,
Supers
the
are in
PBs
logic?
are in the PBs are in logic.
Yep, so life growth. Nice. So yeah, actually,
We get our progression here.
yeah, knowing the crossway out of logic thing is actually quite helpful for the seed. That would make you want to go all the way back to crossway.
I mean, you'd be required to.
Oh,
Because,
actually, yeah. Nice convergence again.
yeah, they're completely
They're both here.
converged. Oh, missing the second. Oh, nice.
Let's go. And there
Of
it is.
course it is. All right. There's an artifact. We see gravity suit. We can get to artifact temple.
We could still, even without it, but that would be quite the slog. Honestly.
Reverse gravity, like in its entirety, is like a pain. Given what
Wow.
artifact grove today, yeah. The seed's like painfully linear because it keeps forcing them to reconverge back.
Okay, so from here, the mines is open because we have main quarry. All of mines actually.
He's not happy about that. He didn't check Sun Tower earlier. He's realizing reverse bar skip was not needed.
Robo, you gotta do it. There you go.
There we go.
That is a good place to practice R jumping.
Yeah.
Because it literally does not require like any turning at all. But it does. Like it just needs like the tiniest bit amount. If you are any shy of it, you will not make it.
So yeah, DCR probably goes to mines here. OP is fully in logic, so do you just full clear it?
I mean,
if you go
well,
to
first
mines,
we're going to stop by
where...
Tower of Light because that's going to have gravity suit.
It's going to have something. If it has gravity suit, do you turn around?
I would turn around. I want to get hints right now.
I think roboscout wants gravityless frigate.
Ooh, that's a nice new way to climb shrine. Like
ooh, good job. Come on, show me the door. Show me the door.
A nice bar skip by Roboscout. Let's go.
Yep. Oh. Thought we were gonna see gravityless frigate.
Okay. Let's see. Tower chamber dead.
Alright, and this is back to Magmore, right? Twin Fires? Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, this is a big divergence because Robo's got to go to
It's going to take
workstation.
Okay.
Let's see it. Not today. Tower of
You let me
Missiles.
down. Tower of Letdown. I mean, I guess it makes sense because we have all of our visors and we have our more important beam combos. So
really, the only thing that's really would have been suits.
Mm-hmm. Because honestly, from what we've seen in the tournament, Tower of Light has not necessarily been required, but it's always had a major that would have really just helped out the seeds so much, and it was just really inconvenient to route to. Right, so Dyceron's going to take the PVC, and we'll see what he does from there.
So,
we know that main quarry leads to
back of
Chozo, so we won't gain any more elevator knowledge going through here. The best we could find is like Phazon suit and some artifacts, but honestly, I like Roboscout's decision here. At this point, it has to be a Talon elevator, I think.
Yes, these are. One of them's Talon, one of them's Quarantine Cave. There's Talon Canyon.
right there. Let's go.
And then the other one, I think, goes to... What connections do we have left? We have the other...
Cave,
we have that one.
Root
We have
Cave,
Quarantine Cave, Root Cave, and Frigate Crash Site. Oh, so the other one's the other Talon Elevator, and then the final Talon Elevator is going to be Frigate Crash Site. Not Frigate Crash Site, Quarantine Cave. Regardless, we're going to get our artifact tents. This puts roboscout in an amazing position. The world's open. So, like, this is huge for roboscout.
Yeah, it does. I guess it makes sense why DCR is here, because...
If Phazon's here, it actually does help a ton. Also, DCR has not seen the main quarry elevator.
No, I do not believe so.
So might be hoping for main quarry into Talon.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So does it go upper then? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, upper mines. Makes sense. It's gonna be really mad at this elevator coming up.
It's just gonna put him right back where he started.
At that point, I'll probably Thartus skip and find the Root Cave elevator. Well, it'll be Root Cave or Frigate Crash Site. Both accomplish the same goal.
Okay, DCR isn't going for upper, he's going for lower.
So this is a full clear then. Taking the gamble, I guess?
Did see it? Okay. I know someone saw it. I don't remember who, honestly. Alright, hit
More
start.
It wasn't
nothing.
E-Tank. It wasn't E-Tank.
Yep. Thank you.
And we do. That was DCR's audio.
Oh no, that was me. At the track.
Yeah, shout out Pierre.
Okay. Thank you, Pierre.
Pierre and Op. Alright. Security access A.
Sure.
Overgrown
Cavern. And
And
oh,
I
we
missed
didn't
the
see
last
that
one. I wasn't looking in time.
Chad will probably give it to us in a moment.
Yeah, shout outs to the people in chat who write down the hints as well. The real ones.
Observatory. Oh, this is really good.
Proceed.
So this is a...
Phazon hunt.
You just get the artifacts to get the hint.
So,
This is a warp to start 100%. You're going to labs to go to observatory.
yeah.
And then you're going to hope the Thartus elevator... Or actually, no, yeah. Actually, you may not. You may actually, yeah, you reset here. Go get observatory first. Then what is it? Security access A and
Overgrown Cavern.
Overgrown Cavern.
So, honestly... If...
So, this is a bunch of save resets, but like you go to observatory, save a reset out, and then from there make your way, possibly Thartus skip into the Quarantine Cave elevator. You know at this point it's 100% Talon.
Yeah, so the best it could be is Frigate Crash Site. The worst is just Root Cave. So you just take that, and then if it's Root Cave, you could take that to... What would Frigate Crash Site have to be then? That would have to be...
It would have to be Magmore Workstation, which will take
Oh yeah,
you...
Workstation Debris. Yeah, we didn't peek that one. RoboScout just took Save Station because he saw Town Canyon.
Yeah, they're both Talon. The rough
Okay,
part,
so Quarantine
the rough-
Cave actually could be... No, can't, because it's between areas, so...
Yeah, Quarantine Cave is a Talon elevator. So you just get, yeah. You have to reset every time, which kind of sucks. With the exception of Overgrown Cavern. But you reset here, and then you reset again, go back to Chozo to get to Mines. Actually, there was a Mines elevator in Magmore somewhere, wasn't it? No, it was in
No.
Chozo.
Yeah.
Both of them were in Chozo. No, one of them was in
Main
Chozo.
Plaza leads to PPC, far end leads to main quarry. Fucking cool. So...
Right.
I could not tell you which is faster, but...
You 100% take the, oh right, because main quarry is the far end, huh?
So, so you would want to take main quarry at that point, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's faster to get through Magmore into the safe station, and then.
Well,
Yeah.
no, if PPC...
Man, where's Interslice? Help us out here, bro.
I think you take the PPC elevator, go up through into main quarry, get security access A, and then you
Save
just
warp
take that
back.
save stage, save warp back. Or do you even save warp back? Main quarry takes you back to Far Chozo?
We're just trying to route these artifacts. Observatory,
Observatory 100% first of the entire way. We're just trying to figure out the best way to efficiently do mines for security access A.
I'm just trying to think of the fastest way.
I'm not sure there really is a great way to get that one.
Okay. Nice observatory dash. Rope jump.
Second jump was too early.
Oh.
Distance.
Nice. Ooh.
I didn't even know about that spot.
I don't see that one used a lot. Nice. Honestly, I like the idea. Oh, I guess. Well, since we start in shorelines, yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, no.
Although, from observatory, oh, that's hard. Shorelines or observatory to ruin courtyard? I have no idea which is faster.
Well, we're not going quarantine cave right now. Right now, we're going for mines. We're going for the mines artifact. Yeah, you want Overgrown Cavern last because it's right there by Artifact Temple.
True. Okay.
So you want that to be the last one you get.
At that point, I just say do.
From mines, I don't think you save. Yeah, you do mines first, and I don't even think you save warp because main quarry takes you back into Chozo. So unless DCR happens on Phazon Soup, this is very bad for him. Please do not commit die.
Yeah, just MQB things. You try to be fast and you get super punished for it. I just want to combat dash off of the Plasma Pirates. Please be nice. Take that safe station. Oh? Okay, just getting a refill. Interesting. Not even saving. Oh, I wonder if DCR.
Oh
okay.
My gosh! All right, well that's exactly what he needed. From here, it's 100% faster to go through OP back to PPC.
Yeah, but although DCR still doesn't have info on hints, so that could be that. Does roboscout have?
Roboscout froze.
You might have mid-nulls on.
Yeah, it's a race now.
Nope, just looks like low FPS. Yo, slideshow.
It's running fine on his streams, and so it could have been a Twitch moment.
Yo, that was a good trooper skill. He got like recoil like 5 times there. What?
So one thing RoboScout has going for him here with this, right? Is once he gets the artifact, once he gets the Phazon suit in MQB, he can save warp. He can just save warp out.
Yeah, he knows that he doesn't have to fight OP. Let's see, we're going with plasma stress today. Nice.
Hoping for a power bomb.
Oh. The armor plating's rendered in combat visor. I didn't know that.
Nice.
Nice power bomb.
I think the most beneficial thing to get here would probably be gravity routing wise. Because of those great tree hall elevators to get it towards Talon stuff is much better.
Honestly, from roboscout's, excuse me, he's kind of actually in an awkward position given that Phazon suit. Because if he goes and plays for the hint, he's going to find that it's going to be in Phazon minds anyway, and he's going to feel like he wasted a ton of time by not doing checks.
I think this might be a bit of a hindsight thing. What I would do here is save, then go get the hint, because then if it's in mines, yes, you would need to recollect the last artifact, but it's in Talon, and it's a huge time save compared to coming. I think it's a bigger time save than coming back.
I like the way you think.
I mean, that's not what's going to happen here, because that is a bit of a hindsight thing here.
Yeah. Especially given how out of the way our last artifact is.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the most out of the way, it's just basically there.
Okay. Well, so DCR is probably going to make his way up throughout the rest of mines and is going to find that artifact here anyways and won't have to come back here.
Yep. The only ones that still need is Observatory, Overgrown Cavern, and Shorelines. So. Oh, this is gonna be a race. This is gonna be close.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, it's fairly tight here.
Yeah, this is anyone's race.
I would say if DCR gets info on those hints as soon as possible, that might put him in the lead.
Well, since he doesn't have talent access, he's still doing checks as well.
Oh, that's right. He still has no knowledge on Talon yet.
Yeah, plus no artifact knowledge either. So we will get a full clear here.
It's fling up from that spider chair. Bye, Calvin.
You will not be missed. Sees the missile.
And hello, Philip. After we beat these pirates, because they're bad.
They make this fight miserable.
No one's actually in go mode yet, but we are.
Phazon is an MQB.
I believe, yeah, they refer to this as no mode.
Yep, we know what's needed. But roboscout's going to get the last artifact now.
So DCR has not found Talon access yet. The only way to get there, logically right now, is going to Workstation.
Quarantine Cave.
Or Quarantine Cave, we don't know at this point, but roboscout went to Workstation and found Talon Canyon there.
Yeah. Well, the 3 Talon accesses left are... The 2 other ones is the other Workstation elevator is also Talon. And then Quarantine Cave will go to Talon as well. So no, Interstice's play makes sense here because it doesn't know artifacts yet and doesn't want to orphan one. I would be like Fire Wave Buster, but we don't have Wave Buster, and DCR also basically has no missiles.
Is this for the money? Not even checking. Let's go.
He knows it's Talon.
He knows it's Talon.
He's hoping it's not Root Cave and hoping it's Frigate Crash Site.
And
This
I think that's
looks
Frigate Crash Site.
like
Is it
Frigate
Nice
Crash
Store?
Site.
Yeah.
Hey, that paid off big.
After routing with 6 elevators.
Exactly, Elias. That's why I 100% agree with what Intersight. I saw something Intersight said in chat earlier. I 100% agree with what DCR is doing here.
Yeah, it makes sense given the position that DCR is in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in DCR's case, he's 100% correct here. It's just not going to work out this time.
It's just that he didn't know that Talon was accessible like 20 minutes ago. Okay, ship save. Does roboscout do ship dash? And yep, not paying
He's
out.
not happy with that. This is going to be a reset. Let's go save orb. Not happy about that main quarry elevator.
And these artifacts are kind of out of the way too. So
Yeah, like the seed was nice, but the elevator layout did make things a little awkward. All right, we need our Ridley fight music here.
right, flyby skip. Charge shot. Semi-charge shot. Go left. Full charge. Back. No, that's not good. Back right or back left. Now get right now. Too late. He could have gotten out with that. If he fired that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think the artifact placement's gonna help. Plus, DCR probably goes to the quarantine cave elevator here, doing Tharda skip. Because at this point, he knows it's Talon. Nice. Sometimes really won't let you get in there for that boost.
No, roboscout. You stay towards the wall.
Less chance of a dash. Also, maybe stay a little closer to Ridley.
I don't know if staying closer to Ridley actually helps, but I know that it does help.
I just like staying closer to Ridley because the missiles hit quicker.
Nice.
Nice. That's what, 3 dashes so far? 3 attempted dashes so far. Alright, DCR is doing labs. He does need to do this.
And nice.
Did he not grab the short
Yo!
lines
Oh, that's
artifact?
right!
Oh, by the way, Varia
Yeah.
suit.
Yep, we only have Varia suit, so we get this. Oh boy. I was not thinking about that at all. That's right.
Yeah. Now,
So-
okay, same in chat. Now DCR's plays are questionable. I don't mind this, but I would have grabbed the artifact in shorelines in hopes that the rest are found on the way, unless he just hasn't looked at it. What's left after this? He's got observatory, shorelines, and overgrown cavern. So if he would have grabbed the shorelines one, that would have been massive
Did
for
he
him.
not grab the Shorelines one when he was there?
Not that I saw.
Hmm. Okay, he did? Cool.
Oh, he got shorelines? Okay, then he should have it. So in that case, he should have 4. I think.
All right.
We'll know for sure once he actually gets tents.
So from here, Roboscout is going to go to Magpul, then go to Twin Fires. No, what am I thinking? They're both in Chozo. That's right. So Lava Lake, Monitor Station, then take the other Reflecting Pool save.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually,
Yep, MQB.
yeah, Roboscout didn't do much of upper. I don't think he did Philip at all. So
Nah, did none of upper. Didn't have wave.
no, well, he got the artifact there, so he did at least a little bit. He did main quarry and security access A, but then turned around from there.
Oh, yeah, one of the revisit, yeah. For that reason, might do lower first because it's more check downs. So, in DCR's situation here, after this, hopefully he does it, he should want to immediately check the quarantine cave elevator.
I mean, at this point, what is he really playing for? Just that last artifact.
Yeah, so like you probably want to try to find Talon ASAP. This is really going to come down to if Roboscout goes upper or lower first. It's that close.
I guess, yeah, that's right, yeah. DCR actually found all of his artifacts, I think. He just needs the Overgrown Cavern one.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so that... Who knows? I'm appalled that people climb Monitor Station that way. I could never do that. I take the...
Some understandable.
Yeah, I use the standable underneath on the first floor, the pillar.
Same. We are indeed getting the elevator first, which is correct. And we know it is Root Cave.
I mean, even so, that artifact is all the way back, or that Phazon suit is all the way at the bottom of mines. So that it's coming from main quarry probably. So
Yeah, 100% coming from main quarry here.
and that's interesting.
Yo,
Oh.
flamethrower.
Hello there.
Yeah, this is like really close, but this has worked out very well for DCR.
I guess the fastest way to Talon from MQB is to save warp and then do Thardus skip into Quarantine Cave, because we know that has to be Talon at this point, which we
Correct.
It goes to Root Cave. We just saw it, but yeah, RoboScout should know that by now. So yeah, it looks like RoboScout's going to be full clearing upper before heading down. Although RoboScout did check all the way up to Central Dynamo, so does not have to do the cloak drone fight again. Just give him a little bit of an advantage. I don't know how much though. In Hour 13 Alcove. RoboScout didn't even check Alcove, I don't think.
He did, it was missiles.
Okay. Hello, Philip.
Once again.
Now DCR is going to find that he just needs overgrown capital.
And with that, this very much
Yeah. If nothing
the
goes
leads
wrong.
shifted again.
Yeah.
They kept trading the lead this seed.
Mhm.
Yeah, the lower mines play was super risky, but because it was exactly phase on suit, that right there gave him this race.
Mhm. Which is I think kind of unfortunate because I think that honestly Roboscout did better routing, played the seed better routing wise.
Oh yeah,
For the elevators is definitely a better play by the book. But
Rando
is going to Rando.
Rando. This is good. Actually, now you don't have to face Cosmo. Oh, so Elias, we're in the same boat. We're both in agreement that it's Door Rando next week, and the last person we want to face is Cosmo. He's crazy at Door Rando. Really good.
He's just got that really good movement. And just remembers that you need to that the doors are shuffled.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many times I was playing a Door Rando and I forgot that I was playing a Door Rando. There's go mode for DCR.
Yep. And like I said, I think the biggest difference from this, outside of like the walk back to Talon, is choosing upper over lower.
Honestly, I don't think that even if you skipped Elite Research, you would have been in the lead at that point.
No, I think he still would have been the walk back behind. Because it's still a walk back after a save warp.
Head for the exit. Shoutouts to anyone who knows that reference. Roboscout does have phase on hit, yes. He knows that's in mines. Did a little bit in middle mines and some of upper to the artifact. But other than that, it's going to be full clearing from MQA.
Don't you love hitting the start button and pausing it before the cutscene comes up?
Shot. Move left. Full shot. Full shot. Oh? Oh. It's not a good... That was good timing on everything, but not a good position for the shot. Oh. Tried to do mid-air boost. Anyways.
Yeah.
I forget you can do this sometimes. I never go for it.
I haven't found a pretty consistent way to get it, you know, as long as Ridley's on the left. But, like, I don't know if it's actually faster or not. Because, yes, you get him down before he has to do this, but then you're also just watching the cutscene.
Next round, you want to be at the wall. There you go.
Exactly, Mary. I think that's the biggest thing. All because DCR did last to the Thordis on the elevator hunt. I mean, hey, it paid off.
Okay. So, yeah, clean Ridley fight. Just has to go fight X. So we have both of our good beam combos.
Yup.
We have all of our visors that were both in the same room. Shout outs to that.
Yeah, shoutouts to all of the visors today.
Although DCR doesn't get the messed up Samus model in this cutscene, so he really win?
I know, right? I mean, he found flamethrower. So, like...
Okay, well... Interesting.
To future DCR, thanks for winning. Well, look, as soon as this
We
race
just need
ends,
to keep doing that for every race.
as soon as this race ends, I'm gonna press the button on who wins, and we'll know our pairings for round 3.
Mhm. I should pull that up actually. Okay.
I'm just hoping I get someone who likes the idea of the RAs I want to try to do for the next round.
You know what would be really funny is if it was you and I getting paired up again, because that happened at the end of last week. Me and Baja got paired up against each other.
Yeah, I mean, if it works that way, it'd be like, all right, let's do some practice stuff and decide what kind of RAs we want to have fun with this week.
I mean, the way that Swiss is supposed to work is that every pair up is supposed to get a little bit and more fair. So,
Yeah.
unless there's any major upsets, which there were, you probably will get someone closer to your skill level.
Yeah, I'm currently undefeated.
Mhm.
That's why I'm terrified of getting Cosmo. Brian, like, please not Cosmo or Inner Slice. You might be you're safe from Cosmo. You're not safe from Inner Slice. Cause aren't you 1-1? Yeah. You're not safe from Inner Slice.
Alright, exo time. Yeah, Subchamber 1 can't really do much.
1-1, yeah. So is Inner Slice.
Can't really overflow damage into the next phase because it doesn't charge at all.
And there will be exactly 10 undefeateds left, so no one gets paired down this week.
You know what? I hope I get Ender Slice.
Good luck. You don't know how Swiss works? Fair. Inner Slice, like, I hope I don't get Inner Slice. No, I hope I don't get Cosmo. I think everyone on that top bracket hopes they don't get Cosmo. I will say, Cosmo, if it is me and you, I got some RAs in mind.
Yo, going for the ice snipe? Let's go. And makes the ice spreader shot. Let's go.
Nice.
But he skips. Oh.
Roboscout.
Oh wait, no, he skipped the
down
wave
in
phase.
front
Okay,
of
that's good. I thought that was a plasma phase.
No, that would have. No, I think this is
Ooh. Yo, let's go.
That
was a
really good.
Clean subchamber.
Yes, ice spreader
that was a clean
is
subchamber.
faster
too.
than charged ice. Yeah. If you raced yourself, who would win? I mean, you would win and lose. So at the end of the probably the audience.
Yo, another ice snipe. Make the ice spreader. Oh, this is it. Okay, well we get
Imagine it. Two game feeds, one controller. They're both the same seed, so the only thing that really changes between them is how bad RNG influences it. Because you're doing the exact same movement. Roboscout will get phase on suit before the end, though, so that'll feel nice at least. The answer, yes.
Well, if you think about it, if you raced yourself, it would just be a paradox, and the world would cease to exist.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the jump scare of this hash having Omega Ridley, and instead of no Omega Pirate required.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that at all. Yeah,
despite most of the seeds this week.
Yeah, this
being like
seed hash. Omega Ridley. That's shout out to that.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Reggie got a point. If you race yourself, you're just a speedrunner.
Roboscout finding phase on soon, and will be making his way to EXO as well.
So, Roboscout could be going through two possible thoughts right now. Either A, it's like, oh crap, it was here, I need to move fast. DCR might be on EXO already. The other hope is like, oh my gosh, I might actually get this.
Honestly, I hope the former. I hate thinking I'm in the lead and then finding out I lose, honestly.
That was the opposite.
That's personally that's a me thing. I'm kind of, spoiler alert, I'm kind of a sore loser to myself.
I was like, I got the phase on hit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this might work out. And then as I'm going to Exo, I'm like, either I'm right behind him or right ahead of him. I don't know, and I'm terrified. I will say though, I went back and watched that race, and Reggie, I loved the dedication on the VMR.
Alright, Essence time.
Agreed? Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I've not seen that before. Essence didn't roar before the pool.
I agree, Reggie. Please play on full sleep.
So, if I remember correctly, Essence will always appear behind you when he switches phases.
Yeah, that's why I think I turn on the visor, then turn around.
Ooh.
I feel that, Elias. Me and Reggie both decided that we had the bright idea of getting up at 10 in the morning. Both of us regretted it, but I don't think anyone regretted it more than Reggie. Reggie was busy with the race at 5 a.m. that morning, so... I was surprised he even made it to race. The only EU tournament organizer was the racer. Yeah. Next time we'll have him organize his own race, Kappa.
I want to see the Team Orange versus.
If
Team
you had
Blue
Reggie, I would have
races.
100% accepted it because I would have understood that by a mile. Still, even then, you weren't even that far behind at the end. I was like, holy crap, that VMR actually did do a ton.
Hey, there we go. Dyceron finishing the race with 1 hour, 26 minutes, 26 seconds.
With the immediate forfeit. That is GG's, though.
Ooh. That's unfortunate for roboscout. There's roboscout. GG's.
Yep.
GG's. This was super close because y'all kept trading the lead. Yeah, y'all traded the lead so many times. And we were like, well, I think... we were getting here, and I was like, well, I think RoboScout finally has this at this point. And then DCR just happens on the phase unsuited MQB after taking the Mind Play, and I'm like, now we have a race.
Yeah. GG's to both of you.
Yep,
It was a
GG's.
great race.
It was a good race.
Well, things went wrong, but surprisingly, it wasn't scanner charge beam. Those were both pretty early. Didn't cause many red juice.
Shoutouts to Vanilla Charge.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, DCR got those long after you did.
Uh-huh.
He did Flogger Ghost without charge.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
So it was very interesting. So what happened there? The biggest route divergence was that DCR, you went to start lower mines, whereas RoboScout went and peaked the elevator and workstation, which led to Talon Canyon. So he got hints like 20 minutes before you did. And it seemed like you were kind of just, DCR, you were kind of playing that Talon elevator was going to be in main quarry because you had not peaked that elevator yet at that point.
Yeah, and I kind of just took a gamble. I was like, I'll just do upper mines or do lower mines. I'll just send it.
Lower was correct.
Paid off.
You also had another divergent possibility where it was because you were at the point where you just needed a talent elevator to find out what you needed. So you chose labs over Tharda skip to the elevator, which paid off again with the observatory artifact.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another out of the way artifact that Roboscout had to go back and get after hints. So like Roboscout had hints fairly early, like early-ish. The thing was the remaining artifacts he had were so out of the way.
Yeah, at that point, RoboScout was missing Observatory, Overgrown Cavern, and Security Access A. Both like all out of the way given the elevator things, the elevator configuration of the seed.
Yeah, once I beat Omega Pirate, I was like, maybe I should go for hints. But then I was like, I know the mines elevators don't go to Talons. I might as well just full clear it.
Yeah, as soon as we saw you go down to the vent shaft, I was like, yep, this is a full clear right here because we know the elevators, and yeah, this is a full clear.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
I mean, it was a risky play.
It was.
Paid off.
Yeah, because we were not thinking that you were in the lead until you found that phase on suit.
We were certain you were behind and in danger, and then phase on shoot show. A few minutes before, we were like, the only way DCR's in a good spot now is if phase on shoot shows up in lower mines, and sure enough,
that death didn't help the beginning.
Oh yeah. So when you walked past the save station, we were like, okay, he walked past the save station. I hope he doesn't commit die. And then a Magmor wanted a hug.
You shot the door because you didn't have missiles, and then immediately got missiles from the Shrieker bats, and didn't turn around to save.
I wasn't thinking about dying.
Can we talk about Victory Hall was rude? Oh, there's only one check I can even get there, and it's out of logic since I don't have X-ray. It's a boost, which puts X-ray, or which puts that in logic.
Yeah, that was very bad.
Also,
knowing the crossway skip was very good.
By the way, I think the logical power bomb was Quarantine Monitor. Enjoy.
Oh, really?
Quarantine Monitor was the other one.
I think the crossway one was the logical one, given that boost ball location. But
maybe.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, yeah, because all you needed for X-ray. X-ray was the one under ice. Gravity was in training chamber access. That would have been convenient with the early Great Tree Hall elevators. Also, y'all separated paths multiple times, only to converge at the same point multiple times. Y'all converged at Life Grove. Y'all, because one came from above, one came from below.
Both of you did Hall of the Elders at the same time as well.
At the same time. Yeah.
You found both visors in Hall of the Elders at the same time.
Hall of the Visors.
Hall of the Visors. That's what we were saying. That was great. No, this was a good race. Also, I'm looking at the new matchups for round 3 because they're up. So, RoboScout, you're up against Zeke.
Alright, who's DCR up against?
Frostbite.
Ooh, that would be a good race. Frostbite is well accomplished. Any percent winner. So,
I'm looking forward to mine. That's gonna be a fun one. I got Diggle. That's gonna be a
Diggle
fun
would
one.
Be down
this is a Diggle will. She will love the RAs. Also, this is also a rematch. We have been paired against each other in every tournament we've entered.
Nice.
And it's probably Diggle's turn to win. I think I won the last encounter, so this is probably Diggle's turn to win. We will see.
So,
that's gonna be fun. Yeah, Diggle's gonna love the RAs. Good. Which means, yeah, I'm definitely practicing those.
Do you guys have anything else to say about the scene or how you rode it at all before we start wrapping up?
I kind of felt like everything was just handed.
Oh, the seed was stupid linear. That's why I'll converge so much. This seed was forcing you to on a linear path, right up until you had wave beam. Then it's like the world is open. Have fun.
Yeah, I was very close to doing Flagra, and I was just, you know what? Let's just check Hall of the Elders beforehand, because I basically got through. I actually did a dip into lower mines, just into main Dynamo.
We 100% agreed with that play, because there was a chance Central Dynamo could have been waved. So we all agreed with that play.
And then I just warped the start out, and then just used to clean up a few checks in Fendrana, then before heading back out and finding the X-ray in
That was
Which
another thing that
then-
hurt you though. That you ended up going into mines 3 times this year.
Yeah, I was very objective focused, for lack of a better term. My focus was, alright,
Fair.
objective 1, find wave beam so I can get out. Objective 2, get hints. And then, so I just then beeline for all the artifacts. And then
Yeah.
objective 3, find Phazon suit, which ended up being in just probably a really bad spot in the grand scheme of things for me, but-
MQB was like, yeah, probably one of the worst spots it could have been.
I'd say it's kind of worse than PCA, honestly, because you can at least peak PCA really early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping it would put it somewhere in Finn, because if we put it in Finn, we would have definitely had an even closer race than we had. This was already a close race, because you'd already killed Ridley and stuff. You were maybe 8-ish minutes behind. You were just on the walk the Talon back already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was currently in, I believe I stopped in geothermal core right away from the elevators, which would have taken me to Talon.
We were thinking, actually, the smartest thing to actually have done at that point was to save at main quarry, then go get Overgrown Cavern, and then save Scum the hint, and then just warp
In
back
case
there.
it was mines. Yeah.
Yeah, prepare for mines.
But we were
that's kind
both
of
agreeing.
hindsight thing.
We both
You-
agreed it's kind of a hindsight thing. Just seems like, what if Phazon's here? Because it was kind of 50-50 between Phazon and Fen, because you had a ton of Fen left.
Yeah.
Jay, you'll be fine. Have a fun time.
Oh,
I believe
exactly like
he's-
my round 1 seed where it was like, oh, I could do Fendrana, or I could do mines. I picked
Yep.
mines again.
I still
Ugh.
think back to the week 1 seed, which was weird for us because we had a wave beam go mode that ended up on Flagra.
Wave beam has been the latest beam you get weirdly often recently.
I am enjoying that too.
yeah,
I despise plasma hunts. Given beam order does not matter this week.
Oh yeah, this week is some of y'all are gonna have some fun learning how random door logic works.
yeah. So if you've never played a door rando seed before, just think about how you normally route like an odd weekly seed and just throw that away.
Yep.
Piece of advice: make sure you have a lot of power bombs, either through RAs or going back to power bomb spots frequently.
My
Because,
plan with
dear
RAs
God, you do
is...
not
My plans with RAs is going to be doubling the amount each expansion gives, and all of the nothings are going to become powerbomb expansions.
Yeah, power bombs
That
are
should
kind
answer
of a
our-
choke point. Although the seed that I just raced today was actually a choke point for missiles, because I was stuck in frigate and I had to get through both an ice spreader and a wave buster door.
My answer for that
And I
one is
had
I'm
nothing.
doubling the size of
Just-
every. I want to double the
just,
size of every expansion to 10.
Okay.
And who knows, if we get early wave buster, doubling the missile expansion size, we might actually see a wave buster Flagra kill. If I do that,
That would be
that
funny.
would be the most hilarious thing ever.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah,
so,
I guess we'll wrap it up here. More
Mhm.
races coming. I don't know if we'll have any. I doubt we'll have anything tomorrow. Everyone's gonna be scheduling their stuff starting up. But Tuesday on, we're gonna have some races.
hopefully we kind of get scheduling a little bit more spread out and not have 5 races in the day.
And
Just-
3 of them happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That's the big one. I don't mind if it's multiple races in a day. It's
Yeah, I
if
tried
they're
to
all
schedule
together.
this one so it was spread out.
That's actually why me and Reggie went for the early Saturday time slot. We both got punished by it, but because we had to wake up.
Mhm.
But
So
Yeah.
yeah, look forward to the door rando races all of next week.
this will probably be the most chaotic week and most confusing week for both chat and comms
hmm Yeah.
and runners.
Yeah, you're not going to see comms be able to keep track of all the doors very well.
No. So
That's,
yeah, we'll be ready for that, and I guess we'll see y'all next mission.
Yeah, do we have any final thoughts before we head out?
No, I'm good.
All right, GG.
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 Later, skaters.